Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you for coming tonight, and I would like to talk about our children on bikes and the safety steps we need to apply before they ride their bike, and how important helmets are while they're on them. Firstly, I will talk about how us as parents can support our children with riding a bike. We can assure our children have plenty of time and under supervision of an adult to practice their skills. When they are riding with them, we need to show them safe behaviours, what they need to wear when riding a bike, an Australian standard bicycle helmet. Also wear appropriate footwear and bright light coloured clothing. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the safety of bike. Size is important. If the bike is too big or too small, it can cause them to lose control of the bike and could result in injury. Children should be able to straddle the bike and have both feet flat on the ground. There should be clearance 3 centimetres on a ride bike, 5 to 10 centimetres on a BMX or a mountain bike. Handlebars should be covered, and if not covered, they can cause serious injury if the children falls. The seat should be straight in line with the top bar. Bike should have a bell or horn in working order. It needs to be heard clearly. Brakes must have at least a working front or rear brake. The wheels need to be checked. There is no loose wheel nuts or broken spokes, as when riding they can cause the wheel to become unstable and dangerous. The wheels must spin freely and tyres are fully inflated and not worn. Pressure of the tyre embosses on the wheel of the tyre. Both pedals are not to be worn or damaged and spin freely. Tap sharply with your finger. Now, the chain, it needs to be clean, working smoothly without jumping or is not loose. Keep it slightly oiled and assure it is dry and free from rust. When our children are riding on the footpath, there are rules designed for everybody's safety. They are: give way to pedestrians, obey signs along the path, ride in single file, especially on a shared footpath. They also need to be alert to other path users. They need to be extra careful near small children and older people, also people that are vision impaired, dogs or other animals. Driveways, laneways or places where paths cross a road. Hazards such as changes in the surface of the path, steep hills, puddles, potholes and blind corners or broken glass. Children under 12 of age may ride on the footpath. Adults can ride with them on the footpath if they are supervising a child under 12-year-old. If our children are 12 years or older, they must use bike paths or the road. When they ride on the road, they need to be able to communicate with other road users and signal their intentions. Look ahead, scan the road and surrounding for potential hazards. Ride in a straight line 1 metre out from the curb or parked cars. Keep both hands on the handlebars except when signalling to turn. Plan to avoid heavy traffic areas. Choose safety routes. Keep a safety distance from vehicles in order to see and be seen. Understand and abide road rules. Ride sensibly with friends. Adult supervision is essential until our children demonstrate good bike control, behave safely when riding, and show understanding of the road rules. One more thing we need to talk about is the importance of our children wearing helmets when riding a bike. As you all know, there has been a few accidents with our children on bikes in our area. It is very important to learn to wear a helmet from the first moment on a bike. As a parent, we need to be a good role model to our children and also wear a helmet when riding with them. We all know they learn best by watching us. As parents, we need to explain the importance of riding helmets, etc. Bikes are not a toy. They can hurt their heads permanently or even die from head injuries. Teach them if they don't wear a helmet, they can't ride their bike. You love them and you don't want to see them get hurt. You could reward them for wearing their helmets by a special treat or a privilege when they wear it without being asked. We need to be consistent about wearing their helmets. Don't let them occasionally ride without it, as you are sending a wrong message and they won't understand the importance. Australia was the first country to make wearing helmets mandatory unless the rider is exempt from wearing helmets under another law. About 350,000 children under the age of 15 are rushed to hospital emergency room with injuries, many head injuries, causing brain damage and long life disabilities. But these injuries are largely preventable by wearing a helmet. It can be reduced by 85%. A total of 741 bike riders were killed in crashes with motor vehicles in 2003. How we as a parent can choose the right helmet for our child is a helmet should sit firmly and comfortably on the child's head and not move from side to side. Let the child choose the helmet as they are more likely to wear it. The helmet has been approved, so how do we know it has been approved? The helmet has to be marked with an Australian and New Zealand standard AS/NZS 2063 sticker. How do we know if the helmet fits correctly? Is by having it fitted at a helmet or straps should never be twisted over the ears. They should be a snug fit over the ears and under the chin. Allow 2 fingers between their eyebrows and their helmet. Assure the straps join in a V below their ears. Allow 2 fingers between the helmet straps and their own chin. Choose a bright colour so other road users can see them. We need to replace the helmets. Yes, we do when it has been dropped onto a hard surface involved in a crash or serious fall. Any cracks in the foam, the straps look worn or frayed. We should check them regularly for damage. If they are dirty, you can wash them with water and mild soap to avoid damaging or weakening the helmet. There are fines for 14 years old and older if they're not wearing a helmet. I think we have to cover everything about safety when our children are riding bikes. I hope you have learnt something tonight and enjoy the session. You're welcome to stay for supper. Before you leave, you can take 5 minutes just to fill out a feedback sheet, please. That brings us to the end of the session. Thank you once again. Please feel free to come and ask any questions.